Welcome to a very Omni Christmas with your hosts, Devon O'Day and John Dwyer, and their guests, Bongo Java's Zach Feewig, actress Charlene Tilden, singer-songwriters Kayla Wass and Ryan Kanak, and Mornings on Main Street's Stephanie Miller. Now, from Kitchen Notes at the Omni Hotel in downtown Nashville, it's Devon and John.
Welcome in, everybody. It's time for a very Omni Christmas, our taste of Nashville from one of our favorite places on the planet. I'm Devon O'Day.
I'm John Dwyer. Thank you for joining us.
You look awesome.
Yeah, this has gotten some it's a conversation piece.
Yeah.
It's I can wear it really 1 month a year, right? So I have to get a good use.
I'm going to be ready to.
There you go. Yeah, now you're in the spirit.
I'll be festive.
Yeah, so it's made of polyester, clearly, and I would, if I caught fire, I would melt and I wouldn't burn. And Todd here at the Omni said, you know, John, we have a fire extinguisher close by, so in case I do spontaneously combust, and it wouldn't be the worst thing to get rid of this jacket. But yeah, this is fun holiday season. Why not?
I love it. I absolutely love it. We are here in Kitchen Notes, and we always start out our show talking to one of the chefs of one of the fine establishments. And I described it to one of our guests who is coming a little bit later, Charlene Tilden. And I said,
name dropper.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I said, oh, Charlene, they have the coolest places. They've got Kitchen Notes, they've got bar lines, and they've got Bob's Steakhouse. But my favorite place is Bongo Java.
Yeah, and it's local. It's been hyper local. That's what we like. The fact that so many downtown places and the Omni, they embrace the localness of that. Mm-hmm. The localness, like that's a word.
It is.
But Zach, are we going to say Feewig, right? From Bongo Java.
Perfect.
Yeah, you should see the spelling of this. But I'm sure you're going to and go, how did you get Feewig out of that? But we did. But thank you for joining us, and I know you got some exciting stuff to share with us. Let's get to it before it gets cold.
So we've got a couple that we usually have. We have year round. We've got our Broadway, which chefs upstairs make a syrup for us out of Whisper Creek sipping cream.
Does that have alcohol in it?
It unfortunately does not,
okay.
But if you've got it, you can add it, and I won't tell anyone.
All right. Our secret.
But it is a Pennington brand, and so we love that. It's a Nashville local brand, too.
Good.
Real good. And then we've got the West End. It's honey, cinnamon, espresso, milk. That's probably the most popular.
You got first dibs on that? Is that?
I don't have first dibs on anything, so maybe that Whisper Cream thing. I thought I might,
Okay.
And then for the season, we've got our Muppets Christmas Carol specialty drinks. One is the Gonzo, which is it's a little weird, but it's white chocolate.
Gonzo's weird.
Yeah,
That's the whole
that was
point.
the theme exactly. It's white chocolate, peppermint. So we've got some normal right there, but then we throw in a little bit of pine and lavender. It tastes, like Christmas. It's a box of Christmas, basically, a cup of Christmas.
I love
pine and lavender in a drink.
Yeah.
What?
It's good.
What are you wearing? I'm wearing Gonzo is what I'm wearing. I'm consuming Gonzo.
Gonzo, my new scent.
And then Scrooge, it's a...
You can have that. No, I'm just kidding. You can't be Scrooge and wear this.
Oh, come on.
It will cheer up even Scrooge, basically, is what I should say.
What would be in a Scrooge?
Yeah.
Well, it's got blackberry, it's got cardamom, and then it is honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a latte.
Okay. So are these actually full, or are these
They're
just,
ready. Yeah,
okay,
no,
they're
those
ready to
aren't
go?
props. They're ready to go. So whichever one you guys want, I'm willing to hand them.
I want Scrooge because I want to be un-Scrooge like. So there you go. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And I want that Sippin' Cream Broadway.
Oh yeah.
I'm a
classic.
Pennington girl, so I love that.
Yeah, it's sweet, but not too sweet.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like
Try
that.
to keep it balanced.
I like that. So, what's it like at Bongo Java? I mean, it's a cool, hip area, and I know you've got several around town. And this, I think, has been a hit since it opened a few years ago, right?
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's a perfect taste of Nashville. It's got, as you can see, Nashville flavors in there. It's the oldest coffee shop in Nashville, most celebrated. It's been around since 1993, so it's definitely Nashville centric.
I will say that at the Bongo Java here in the Omni, they have some wonderful take and go meals too. That they have. I like the keto way of life, and I'm trying really hard to keep the blood sugar intact. So that take and go salad that's got high protein like eggs and things. Oh my gosh, it's so good. If you've got a coffee meeting, it's such a nice thing. Everybody thinks, oh, we got to, hey, let's meet for drinks. Well, you can meet for coffee too, and it's wonderful. The place is wonderful here.
Absolutely. Yes, it's perfect for sitting down, enjoying a cup of coffee, talking to each other. We've got Wi-Fi, good music, good vibes. And then, if you need something quick, ready to go, we're fast, and we've got good food to go.
And as far as okay, I always say that when you're staying in a great hotel, there's always great gift-giving options. Can they take home some Bongo Java in a bag?
Absolutely.
Bongo in a bag.
We've got beans. We can grind them for you. We've got hot chocolate. We've got some other merch, hats, shirts, some really cool stuff coming from there.
I would also say that I'm an East Nasty guy, so I kind of go to the one over there, and everybody's friendly. There's just a cool vibe about the shop. The employees never let you down. There's always just a real comfortable thing, and the culture of Bongo Java is something I'm sure you're proud of.
Yeah, absolutely. We try not to be as snobby as you would maybe guess some other baristas.
That was not what I was referring, maybe. No, it's dynamite. It's fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, I just like it because you got these really unique things. I will say the Broadway with the sipping cream, y'all. This is worth a drive down I would go down Broadway for this.
And you can still drive after having it, so it's perfect.
See, even better.
What a concept.
See, it's really good. How about... Are you unscrooged?
Yeah, no, I'm. It's good. It's good. I like sweet, but I don't want to be overpowering and just kind of feel like I just, put toothpaste in my mouth. So this is. So
fantastic. Blackberry in a coffee. Mm-hmm. How is it?
It's good. You can taste it. Yeah, it's got an aftertaste, if you will, that I can. Not an aftertaste, but it just lingers a little bit. No, it's good. It's fantastic. So we are going to be jacked for the next hour with all this stuff.
Coffee is my love language, though. It really is my love language. This is my time of year, and so everybody and people have gotten the message because I got my first Christmas bag of coffee, and now I'm just going to recommend that they just go here to get my Christmas bags of coffee. Bongo Java. Man, Zach, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks,
bud.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Great shirt, by the way.
I'm just trying to keep up.
That's the theory of relativity right there.
Oh, you guys, stay with us because we have got just one of my precious friends. We have holiday together. We have bowled on Christmas together, and I've watched her since her days on Dallas when I wanted to be her. Charlene Tilton is our guest coming up. So stay tuned to more of our very Omni Christmas.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240 to apply now.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
everybody. This is a very Omni Christmas.
And I'm not going to join you because I can't sing. So
But I
I'm not-
know
you're on your own solo.
that not everybody knows, but I read on IMDb that our next guest actually is a closet singer, that she's actually a really good singer.
Oh, no, I really need to be in the closet when I sing. Nobody wants to hear me sing.
Charlene Tilton, everybody.
All right.
It has been a while since we've got to see each other, but we were talking about bowling on Christmas. This is what we've done a couple of times.
We
yeah.
did. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Look at that. Looking good. JD, we love Devon O'Day.
Yes, we do love Devon O'Day. Everybody's a fan of him.
Very nice. Very nice.
I love it.
The best in the biz right here.
Well, you know what? We're like sisters, and so this is like old home week. But I want to tell you, first of all, cute, adorable haircut. I haven't seen you since the new hair.
Thank you. I just did it. Just whacked it all off.
Is there a way to show the bottom of you there? Because I think it's worth.
I've got Miss Leggings on.
There you go. Okay, I just want to make sure.
And she always has the boots to die for.
Oh, yeah. Always the big shoes.
The big shoes. Hey, I was watching last night. Okay, first of all, you have several Christmas movies that people can watch.
Yes.
A Unicorn for Christmas
Yes,
on Hulu.
That's on Hulu, yes, and that stars Abby James Witherspoon, Reese Witherspoon's niece, and she's adorable. And I play the grandmother of one of the kids in there, so it's a lot of fun. And it's my grandsons love the movie. It's really adorable. And then I have a couple of other ones, Second Chance Christmas and.
What was the one that you did with Jana Kramer?
Oh, that was great. I'm trying to think of the name, if that was a Second Chance Christmas, because they changed the name up. But that was a good one.
It's really fun.
That is a fun one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Christmas movies, though. I really got into watching them. I think that I understand why Hallmark has the best ratings right now around, because there's something about those movies that, with everything going on in the world right now, it is just nice.
It brings you back home. Are you a Christmas movie person?
I can be. I worked in local TV, and so I didn't get into. I worked a lot of Christmases and Christmas days and Eves, and so and Thanksgiving, Charlene. So I didn't get to spend 3 or 4 days at home with family and all that. So I didn't get to do that as much. But now, not having that schedule, I binge watch and watch a lot of different things. I got fixated on a Hallmark. I was at a Christmas party just a few nights ago, and up on the big screen they had a Hallmark Christmas, and I was watching, and I just like, excuse me, bartender, can you put on the closed caption? I wanted to because I'm like, I got engrossed in that, and then I realized I probably should join my wife again or something like that. So I think it's good to have the wholesome things out there. It's missing
just
sometimes.
nice. You get a little escapism for a minute or two, and
Well, Christmas for you, a lot of people, they say, when growing up we had this kind of Christmas or whatever, and I think right now you get to give Christmas. I love the Christmas picture that you had last year, matching pajamas for everybody, and there's so much love there because you even brought in, previous husband, Johnny Lee,
Yes.
because y'all are friends now.
Yes.
And family, and family is family, and I love that picture of you guys. And so you've got this beautiful daughter, Cherish, who, by the way, can sing like a bird.
Thank you.
Her Christmas music is incredible.
Yeah, she actually has. I was watching Unicorn for Christmas, and I knew she'd done music for a Christmas movie, and I'm watching it, and I went, wait, that's Cherish's music in the movie I'm in. That was,
right?
That was
And
not
you did
planned.
not. You did just by. That's crazy.
I knew she did it for a movie. I didn't know that it was a movie.
Do you talk to her very often?
I
Or
see her every day.
We see each other at Christmas.
We live 2.8 miles away. I'm with her and my grandsons every day.
Aw.
But she's got beautiful Christmas music, and she wrote a wonderful Christmas script that's going to start filming second week of March. It's called Christmas in Sugarland. So she wrote that script. That's filming in March. So.
What are you? What do your grandkids, or what are you known as? I'm just curious. I love because there's Meemaw, there's Grandma, there's what are you, Charlene?
Do I look like a Meemaw to you?
No, you did. That was not. We're gonna edit this part out because that should never air.
I am glammy.
You're glammy. Of course you are.
Of course I am.
Duh. Glammy, the Grammy. I love that.
Glammy, glamorous grandma, glammy.
You just had a birthday, so happy birthday,
Thank
belated,
you.
and I
Thank
love
you.
that. And I wanted to ask, do you keep up with some of the people from Dallas still? Do you guys get together every now and then and have like a Dallas family reunion?
We do get to see each other. I was just a couple of days ago in Germany with Linda Gray and Patrick Duffy.
No.
We were doing German Comic-Con. Mm-hmm. So that we had, I had never done Comic-Con before, and I didn't know what to expect. I thought, well, is anybody even going to care that we're there? Oh, my goodness. 50,000 people, and they all cared that we were there. It was amazing to meet fans that have been fans since the original show or rediscovered it during the pandemic because Amazon started showing Dallas again during the pandemic and got a whole new slew of people, and it was great. But Linda, Patrick, and I had a great time together. And then I flew from Germany to London back to Nashville, got in my car, threw my suitcases in the house, packed a quick suitcase, got in my car and drove 3 hours to Kentucky to get on the set and do another movie.
My goodness.
When it rains, it pours. And now I'm here.
And now you're here. I know. I called and said, "Hey, what are you doing tomorrow?"
But that was hysterical because I didn't even know what you were doing. And I said, when Devon calls, you go, okay, I'm there. And then she calls me this morning and go, what are we doing?
What did I commit?
Are we having lunch? What are we doing?
She just says, we be at the Omni at 1. I said, okay. Okay. Devon and the Omni. The Omni is a gorgeous hotel.
Is this the first time that you've been in the Omni Nashville?
No. Might have had a glass of wine or 2 or 10 in the bar. Oops.
Isn't it? I always say that it's my go-to when people are in town.
Yeah.
I always say, okay, let's take a look at Nashville. Okay, the lobby of the Omni.
Yes, it's
an
love this.
event.
No, yeah, this is one of my favorite places. I have to say.
And from here, you can go and experience the Country Music Hall of Fame. You
Yes.
can see Hatch show prints and all that wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
You do not let a lot of grass grow underneath your feet, Charlene. You've been busy since you're a teenager, even before then.
Yeah.
Do you think a lot of that? I mean, you had a lot of fame early in your life. What did you learn from that?
I was so busy going through it that I really wasn't aware of it as much then as I am now. And especially at my age, like I said, to be at German Comic-Con and people coming up and crying and saying, I watched you every week with my grandparents or my parents, and they all have stories. And because television was different back then, there was only 3 or 4 channels, and so nobody was binge watching. You had to wait that week, and you had to, and you talked about that show all week long, and it was always like family viewing or whatever. So you were part of their family coming in, and it's really nice that people loved it then and still love it now. And
so you embrace that versus that was 40 years ago. I'm not gonna. You're good with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know absolutely. I mean, Dallas was great, but I'm fortunate. I mean, I was 17 when I started the show, so I am
17 years old.
So I am a grandmother now. I have 2 darling little grandsons, and I get to play grandmothers in these movies, and I love it. So that's fun too.
I know there's a side to your heart, and this is our very Omni Christmas. There's a side to your heart that has a passion for taking care of kids who have hit a few snags in life. And you've been part of the Music from Music City with Love several years in a row. And do you want to share a little bit about your growing up years and why it's so important that you help children now?
Oh, well, I'm very fortunate that I got involved with Love from Music City that does a lot for foster children in Middle Tennessee. And they put on several events during the year and fundraisers, but they just had their big Christmas party that sadly I missed. I was in Germany, but it's the first year I've missed. But they bring about 300 foster children from Middle Tennessee, and the kids get to go shopping. They have everything arranged, different ages and sizes. They get their coats, their backpacks, bicycles, toys, makeup, whatever, toiletries, anything, and everything is new. There's nothing that's not new. And Santa comes, and they get to have a great meal, and it's fun. And but I'm involved with them, and I love it because I was raised in foster care for 3 years, from the age of 5 years old to 8 years old. Those 3 years I was in foster care. So, just going from one foster place to another and not knowing where you're going to end up or whatever. So I understand what these kids are going through, and especially some of the older ones that age out. It's important that they have that the resources or that someone to take care and do follow-up and continue to be with them. So, yeah. But I love from Music City.
Cause.
It's a great organization.
I just think it's so poignant that here you were coming out of a system, and then you get this job. You're a student at Hollywood High.
Yes.
Yeah. There, and then you get this job that takes you, and you're literally catapulted into instant stardom.
Yeah, that was crazy because at the age of 15, I ended up having to go get my own apartment.
15 years old.
When I went to Hollywood High School, because I did not want to go back into foster care. So I got my own apartment, and I was trying to go to high school, living on my own, and an agent saw me in the play at Hollywood High School and signed me on and sent me on auditions, and I ended up getting Dallas. So, it was...
I just think that is unbelievable because I was still playing in mud at 15 years old. I mean, literally. I go, how does that
It
even...
really hasn't stopped, by the way.
Still doing it today.
I love it.
This
Just
morning,
a little more
in the mud.
discreet.
I love it.
That's how we met. We met shoveling stalls at a
Saddle
farm.
up.
Yeah.
Saddle up.
I love that. I want to hear more about that stuff that you're doing, because I always see your stuff with all your darling baby animals.
Yes. Well, sometimes they're darling. I got flogged by a rooster this morning, but that's another story.
Oh.
This is a very Omni Christmas. And we're so glad that you joined us. Thank you so much for coming.
Well, it says
What a
Christmas
pleasure.
like a flogging rooster. I think
Hey, what's for Christmas dinner? Well, it very well could be.
a naughty rooster.
Coco
Had it
Van.
coming. Not gonna lie, had it coming.
Yeah. Truthfully, this morning it almost happened. This morning, just saying.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love you. I love you, sweetheart. It's so good to
Good
see
meeting you. What a pleasure. This is big time.
Oh,
This
you're
is-
amazing.
I'm
And
very
you look
thankful.
so handsome. You are so stylish.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
it.
Thank you.
See, I tell him that he got this job because he's just so pretty.
Yeah.
He won't let me say that, but
You're very kind.
he goes,
It's
"Come on."
soft focus, trust me. You know what that is, right?
Do
we-
I? Didn't I insist on that before I sat down?
It was part of your contract. It was the waiver that we had to sign.
Well, it is Music City, and we're going to, speaking of, with love from Music City, we're going to have a little music from Music City coming up next.
Good.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240 to apply now.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
It's a very Omni Christmas. I'm not gonna sing every one of these, but it's the music segment. We got to sing a little bit, and I got these cool little rhythmic things on my head.
You're shimmying. You're doing something. Yeah.
I know, aren't they cute? Thank you to Mona Bagsby for bringing in our head stuff. I mean, it's just like, I love it. You know what? I always say in Nashville, somebody might bring you a plate, or someone might bring you a drink, or someone might just walk by, and I guarantee you 100% of them are singer-songwriters, and they're all amazing, and they come here with dreams. The Omni is filled with amazingly talented people.
If these walls at Kitchen Notes could talk,
They would sing.
They wouldn't
sing.
talk. They would sing in 3-part harmony, for goodness sake.
We have a guest who is here. Her name is Kayla Wass, and we're so glad to have you.
Thank you for letting me be here. I appreciate this. I'm usually taking care of you guys, being your server while you're doing this. So it's nice to be on the camera this time. So thank you.
But you know what? Nashville is one of those wild places that there are a lot of people that have, I mean, you think about, probably the most famous of the stories like that is Randy Travis coming out from the Nashville Palace, from frying catfish and washing dishes and walking on stage and being Randy Travis.
Right.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And you work with a lot of people who sing, don't you, that are here?
Yeah, we definitely have a few people in here that sing. I am the only one in Kitchen Notes itself that is a musician, but I know that we've got a few more that are coming up and around here that definitely are really good musicians. So.
What's your story? I always say the journey to Music City has a million roads. So
yeah,
tell us yours.
I started singing when I was really young, but wouldn't sing in front of anyone. I was terrified.
It's hard to make a career of that.
It really is. It really, truly is. No, I had severe stage fright until I was 16. I was forced to sing on stage. We had a big group of girls doing like a softball tournament with a bunch of karaoke nights, and we had a big group, and it kept getting smaller until there was 4 of us, and they started Strawberry Wine, and we sang the first line, and they ran away. And so I was just stuck there and had to sing the song, and that was the first time my parents even knew that I could sing at 16, and I loved it since I was like 5. So very closeted in that aspect. And from then on, I started doing show choir and a lot of things like that. I started doing the national anthem for all our sporting events back home. I went to school for audio engineering for a couple of years until my professor said, you belong behind the microphone or in front of, I guess, the microphone instead of behind it. So I moved here at 22 and been here for 12 years now, actually almost 13.
And where'd you move from?
From Maine.
From Maine?
From Maine,
okay.
yes.
Really?
Small town in Maine. Yeah, there's about 3,000 of us, and that's it.
And how long have you been in Nashville?
For almost 13 years now. Okay. Yeah, it's amazing. I love it here. I would not trade a single thing.
Influences?
They range. They really, really range.
Oh, good.
The big ones for sure, like Tammy Wynette, Loretta Lynn, Patsy Cline. But then you fast forward and Reba, Trisha. I actually do a Reba impression. I don't want to do it right now.
After the break, ladies and gentlemen.
Trisha, Martina McBride, and then Ashley McBride is my full-on favorite. She just
Congratulations, newest member of the Grand Ole Opry.
Yes,
yeah.
I was there and loved every moment. Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, you've gotten to share the stage or open for some of the best voices in country music. Daryl Singletary, Gene Watson.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on now. Gene Watson is in his 80s and still singing all of his songs in the same key that he did when he first started.
Yeah.
So, amazing vocalist. Is it ever daunting to share a stage with people like that?
Yeah. The Daryl Singletary thing came about 45 minutes before the show. I was his backup singer. Luckily, I was a big fan. The person that was supposed to do it ended up sick, and the keyboard player was my best friend, and he's like, hey, she can do it. She's got this.
Wow.
And so they tried me out for one song, and he was like, yep, cool. We gotcha.
Nice not to have time to even think about it,
Yeah,
right? You would
yeah.
have obsessed about that, and then you just get up and do it.
Exactly.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
Just yeah.
After the karaoke event where they just left her on stage to sing Strawberry Wine, she goes, I can handle anything now. Well, speaking of now, would you play something for us on that beautiful Taylor guitar?
Sure. I'm going to do an original song. I wrote it with my friend Tanya Reynolds. And it is
Love me some Tanya Reynolds.
You know
Yes.
Tanya?
Oh, yes, I do. From The Voice.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
Yes. Yes, she's wonderful. We wrote this song 2 weeks after the tornado, and if you listen to the words, you'll hear the theme. This is called I Pour, and you can get it anywhere you can download or stream music. I was thinking that I needed sunshine and blue skies. I got no troubles on my horizon, and I'm feeling fine. And then the wind whips in and it changes my affections. And then the loneliness hits and I lose all direction. When it rains, I pour, I fill it up and down no more. It only takes one sip to ease my mind. But then your memories rolling in, I hear the thunder once again. Oh, the lightning strikes me every time. Your kind of whiskey's got me down here on the floor. When it rains, I pour. Oh, that burning first sip feeling, yeah, it takes you down in flames. Well, I got 1, 2, 300 reasons to forget your name. I got the fireplace going and Emmy Lou spinning on vinyl. Well, how much more can I take till the break will hell if I know? When it rains, I pour, I fill it up and down one more. It only takes one sip to ease my mind. But then your memories rolling in, I hear the thunder once again. Oh, the lightning strikes me every time. Your kind of whiskey's got me down here on the floor. Well, I can't drink about you anymore. When it rains, I pour. When it rains, I pour. I pour.
Come on. We've had a few on. That's right there. My goodness.
It's so good. But you know what? And you did the songwriter thing. You know when a songwriter has a really good hook and they finally get to it and they kind of give you that look like,
I got this. Yeah, no, I saw that.
It rains,
I
pour.
saw that.
Did you
I did.
see what we did there?
That's great.
I love it. And that's a really good hook.
Thank you.
That's really
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
I like it.
Did you learn to, you said that you did, nobody knew that you were singing outside your family, even your family didn't know. What about playing the guitar? Did that come late or did you?
No, actually, I started at 9. My grandfather,
Okay.
who passed about 16 years ago now, I think it is, bought me my first guitar. It was just a little $100, I can't remember what it's called now, but a little $100 guitar, and bought me lessons from the guy who actually plays with me now when I go home to play gigs. And I did it for about 1.5 years and then decided I wanted to be a kid again. And then I picked it back up probably 10 years ago when I moved here. So it was a big hiatus, but yeah, they knew I could play guitar before I could sing, so.
Where can we hear you? At the Omni?
Yeah, so we're working on getting me into bar lines again, and I play at the Opryland Hotel. I play at the Harpeth Hotel in Franklin as well. And then every once in a while you'll see me on Broadway when I pick something else up. So I'm working on doing the touring thing. So
Kayla Was. And, okay, before we get out of here as we go to break, you know, they would throw a little Reba on us.
oh gosh, okay. Let me get into character. Oh gosh, I hope I can do that.
And scene.
If you see him, tell him I wish him well. How am I doing? Sometimes it's hard to tell. I still miss him more than ever. But please don't say a word if you see him. Oh, if you see him.
All the people outside of the restaurant think Rebase.
Right. I usually do a Ronnie Dunn hook with it, but we'll just.
Don't push it.
Kayla Was, can we find you on social media?
Yes, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Working on being better on TikTok. But yes, if you just search my name, you can find me a bunch of places. So.
More music from our very Omni Christmas coming up. Stay tuned.
That's good stuff. Well done.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240 to apply now.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
It's a very Omni Christmas, and we are in the spirit now. We're doing the music thing because we are in Music City, right?
And the talent is off the charts. This is really good stuff. Our last performer, Caleb, was fantastic, and hard act to follow, this young man over here. I'm just saying, a little pressure.
Hey, it's all a community here.
It is, yes, it is.
It's the Omni community of musicians from bar lines. If you're going to come in, and anytime you're hearing music here in this hotel, Bar Lines has some great shows. Ryan Kanak, we're so glad that you're with us.
Very glad to be here. Thank you.
A double A name. What is the Kanak? And you say the K.
That's correct.
What's the origin of that?
I believe it's German or somewhere in that area. There was a club in Berlin called the Kanak Club, actually.
Okay, all right. I'm
no
not going to make
open,
no longer open. I'm not going to make the Jenny the 5675309 reference. I won't.
Right.
And you're going to have to think about Kanak, Knack, the Knack. Okay.
See, I got that right off.
Yeah. Did you?
I actually did.
Yeah.
I actually did. But you know what? You were here. You played the Americana Fest and things like that. What is your road to Nashville? Where did you come from?
I'm from upstate New York, born in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I've been to 48 out of 50 states. So I've been kind of all over the lower 48 and up into Alaska. I'm missing Hawaii and North Dakota. So I've bounced around.
I suggest Hawaii.
I would leave North Dakota as the last.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta
Don't go
see
during
the
January.
Badlands,
Don't go during January. Maybe during Bike Fest or something like that.
Just watch Fargo and you're good.
Yeah.
Reference.
But so I bounced around. I think it took living a life to get some stories that I felt like I wanted to tell as well.
Boy, I'm glad to hear you say that. And people always ask me advice on songwriting. I said, go live a life and have something to write about.
Sure.
You've done that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you've been here since 2015?
2015.
So you've got some roots here.
Yeah, not in the double digits yet, but I've spent a little bit of time here. I know the shortcuts, I guess you could say.
Well, when it comes to Nashville, what is the thing that was it always Nashville, or did you consider another place to set some musical roots?
Honestly, I considered a few different places. I really loved Nashville, and I decided to choose Nashville because, like we had already mentioned, it's a big musical community here. That there's not as much competition as there is people lending a hand, and you know, people, no matter what level they're at, if they like what you do, they want to support you, which is great. One of the other things about Nashville that I love is there's really a sense of urgency or a drive here. People want to create, and they want to, you know, finalize those creations too, and just seeing the whole process work as well as it does here, and all the support you get during that. I mean, I think Nashville's great.
So singer-songwriter, you write, do you collaborate? Do you like to go off? Do you have a process? Do you have a morning where you say 9 to 11, I'm going to do this? Or what kind of, walk us through your songwriting process?
I've never really written with anybody unless I was in a band with them. And then I'll collaborate, but you know, really all of my writing is kind of my own writing. I don't have a process. I like to give myself enough time to get lost in what I'm doing. If I don't have enough time to allow myself to have fun with it, then I find that I'm not as happy with what I'm creating. I think it's just allowing myself time to get lost and then find my way back.
Oh, I love that. And you know what? I love that you write by yourself, because people are often told when they come to Nashville that the only way in is to co-write. And I always say 2 words, Chris Christopherson. It's okay to write by yourself.
Yeah.
It's okay to write by yourself. And people lose that sometimes when they start co-writing. They go, wait a minute, can I write by myself anymore? So that's really cool. You want to share something that you've written by yourself?
I would love to, actually. So something y'all were talking about earlier, actually, I felt like this might be a good song to play. I just wrote it. I just recorded a take of it down in Muscle Shoals at East Avalon Sound, actually. It's the bookend of a medley I'm working on, so it's brand new. So I'm going to go ahead and play this section of the medley. I call it Senseless Tension, and see how it goes.
Okay.
I have seen, but I still feel blind to the scene that unfolds with me in the seams. So I talk real loud or I scream. I can feel, but it fades away, so I'll deal. Oh, I'll spin my wheels, I might steal. Oh, we all just wanna feel real. Oh, all this senseless tension, not to mention the turning around and changing directions. I paid attention, I look it in the eye. I have heard, but I still recall any words. But I still observe, I infer, and it all just seems so absurd. There's a scent of an older time lament, and it represents where I went. And I smile, no, I don't resent. Oh, all this senseless tension, not to mention the turning around and changing directions. I paid attention, oh, I look it in the eye. Taste how a part of me likes to chase. There's no time to waste, let's make haste. But there's value in keeping pace. to mention the turning around and changing directions, but I paid attention while I look it in the eye. Things are needed, some mistreated and misunderstood, or left in pieces. I've done some reading, I'm up to give it a try. Oh well, I've done some reading, I'm up to give it a try.
All right.
I love that. I love that. You know, there's a guy that sings on the soundtrack of a lot of the Yellowstone soundtrack named Ryan Bingham.
Yeah.
You really similar styles and stuff. Oh, you need to try to get some of that music on Yellowstone. I think you'd have a real good tie-in there. That's very cool.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You, they say that you write what you know. So what do you know?
Oh man.
That may be the best question I've ever asked anybody. I can't believe I even
He wants to go sit over in the corner.
I
and
do.
play with
I
that
just
one
want to
for a
mull
while.
over that. I don't know the answer. I don't even know if there is an answer. But it's like 60. I sold that.
You did.
I did.
I guess if I could answer a question with a question, I would say, how deep do you want to go?
I feel like there's therapy involved here or something. I don't know, but
I mean, you know, just like everybody else, I think good times, bad times, and you know how you walk through them.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was and a third on that. I just heard this weekend. It's always write less than what you know. Peter Cooper, the late Peter Cooper, who we just lost in Nashville, incredible journalist. He said, always write a little less than what you know. And I thought, you know, don't tell everything. Let everybody get their own thing. And I thought that was really cool because that's the way I felt about that song. I go, man, there's a lot of different things that you can take with that song. I said, I want to go play with that song for a little bit and just, where can we find your music?
So right now I have music on Spotify that's still my stuff, but it's under the band name Upstate Mojo. At the moment, I'm working on recording and I'm going to have music out, hopefully by, I'd say realistically, late spring.
Very cool.
Yeah, and you know, shows are kind of rolling in, so playing a lot around town, as well, working on getting on the road. So
Yeah. Do we get to see you here at the Omni anytime soon?
Thursday at noon.
Thursday at noon.
well, that's soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Bar lines?
Correct. Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Well, website, Facebook, Instagram?
At RF Knack, which is KNAACK.
I like a name that sounds like a percussion beat.
Yeah.
You know.
There it is.
Yeah.
I was a drummer
Knack.
first, so
Yeah,
it fits.
see, a drummer and a photographer.
And
Okay,
a photographer.
Where is the most photogenic place you have ever been?
Man, I'm a hiker, so I have to say the mountains, and I think, or just outdoors, anywhere. Get lost in the middle of nowhere. And
Do you have a favorite set of mountains?
the Adirondacks of upstate New York.
Yeah, where he's from Albany
Yeah.
area. Yeah.
You're right. The first time I ever saw the Adirondacks, I literally I pulled over in the car because I lived in Manhattan,
Cool.
and pulled over.
She ran out of gas.
No, I did not. And the water was like rushing out of the side of a mountain. It was like a waterfall. But I said, this is where they do all the gum commercials, like spearmint gum and everything. I said, I'm from the swamps of Louisiana. I'd never seen water move like that. Because, you know, in Louisiana, we're at the bottom of things. It's kind of goes like that.
Sure.
You know, but there was like, and it was the most beautiful thing. And if you go to New York, don't shortchange yourself and think that the city is the only thing. Just go north. And the music scene where you're from is incredible.
Levon Helm country. Big Pink is up there, as well as Levon Helm's barn. So his daughter Amy Helm is still doing midnight rambles.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And I love me some Levon Helm. He and I did a show together for Bravo called The Road. And I got to work with him and do the narration with him. And probably the coolest job I ever had in my whole life, except for this one with you.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, I'm right here. But that's okay. See what I got to put up with, Ryan? I mean, you know.
You handle it well.
I know. I learned.
Ryan Knack, everybody.
Nice
Thank
job.
you so much.
Thanks for being here. Good luck to you.
We have got a brand new host for Mornings on Main Street.
Okay.
We're going to meet her next, Stephanie Miller.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240 to apply now.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about going for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
And we're back. It's a very Omni Christmas. I'm Devon O'Day.
John Dwyer, thank you for joining us. We're downtown Nashville, and the show rolls on. It's good, and it's about to get better.
I know we're all bongo javaed up here.
We are jacked up.
At Kitchen Notes at the Omni Hotel, the Omni Nashville, and Mornings on Main Street. I'm so excited because we got a new host, and she is adorable, and we love her. Stephanie Miller, welcome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you both for having me. I appreciate your time.
So, Mornings on Main Street, tell us what it is and what the vibe is and what you're going to bring to it.
I hope I bring some.
Oh, look at this. Wow, she's made quite the
very
impression just a few days or weeks in. This is good.
I absolutely love it. No, I hope to. It's going to be a 30-minute show to start off with, so it'll be a lot of local content from the 12 counties that our paper serves. We'll have guest spots from our reporters in each of those counties, different days, depending on the story of the day where they are. So really just a great way to kind of share stories of people and what is happening.
You are also the host of This Week in Clarksville,
Yes,
and you've been bringing us some great stories from Clarksville,
Thank you.
including one about cat rescue, which I love because all the people, they always go to the dog rescue, and we love our dogs. We love our dogs. But we love cats too.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I say that all the time. I'm like, dogs get all the support, all the love. Cats do not. But no, I have 3 cats. I just, we have 3 cats and a dog. But I absolutely love the work that's being done through our animal rescues as a whole. But for the cat population, Finders Keepers, plus some of the others are doing phenomenal things.
Where did you get your start in media? Because, you are so good at what you do.
Thank you. Greenville, Mississippi. So I graduated from Middle Tennessee State,
Woo!
MTSU.
MTSU,
Yes, the Raiders. But got my start in Greenville, Mississippi at WXVT. It was a CBS affiliate. I was there for about 3.5 years. Worked with some phenomenal individuals. Ann Martin was the assistant news director. Earl Phelps was the news director, but Ann Martin played a pretty significant role in teaching me. She was also someone that Hoda Copy also kind of learned from as well. So yes.
Very cool.
Yes.
By the way, Hoda Kotb, the maid of honor for my 1.0 in 1991.
No kidding.
Yes.
I'll be darned.
She doesn't return my calls anymore, but that's
look
another
back.
story for another time. But Hoda is as sweet. When we told her, we worked in Fort Myers TV together, and we said, Hoda, you're the next Oprah. I mean, there's not the next Oprah, right? Nobody is. But we said, you have it, girl. You're going to make it. And you know.
There she is.
Yeah, but anyway.
Well, one of her mentors, that was a mentor of mine.
Oh, fantastic, yeah.
So Greenville, Mississippi was a great spot. Got the love for the Delta blues and, of course, you know, ribs and barbecue. I do love Mississippi barbecue. So.
Yeah, Mississippi it's its own thing. It really is a special thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, what brought you back here?
So I've been back. I'm in Clarksville, obviously, but I've been back now for about 5 years. I met my husband when I was working at WPSD Local 6. We actually met through a dating app. Bumble, yes.
See, I was going to go, which one?
But we met through that. So he's the one that kind of, I don't want to say persuaded. My mom, I grew up in White Bluff, so my mom was there, and I worked.
You're kidding me.
No.
Did you go to Creekwood?
I did not. I graduated from Dixon County High School.
Okay, all right,
Cougars.
just checking.
Uh-huh.
All right, anyway.
But I had moved around for about 10 years, going from market to market to market. I was in 5 news markets.
Mm-hmm.
My mother always drove to me. We're extremely close, single parent, only child. So to have the chance to come back. So it was my husband when I met him. He's contracted with Fort Campbell as an athletic trainer with 5th Group. I had an offer somewhere else, but he was like, would you like to move here? And, you know, we'll make Clarksville our home. And so that's how I came back to home.
That's fantastic.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
What a cool story. And White Bluff, you're like connected to all our newspapers, the
Right.
Dixon Post and Main Street Clarksville, and of course Main Street Nashville now with
Yes.
Mornings on Main Street. What is something that you're excited to bring to that show?
Stories. So I have a passion for people. I have a passion for asking them, just a random person on the street. You never know who's next to you, who your neighbor is, what they do. So I met a woodworker once, but I'd love to share his stories. He makes little tiny houses with his woodworking. Again, finders keepers, the work that they do. So that I just want to bring more stories of, you know, from your neighbor.
Well, and that's what Main Street Media is, you know, this is the road. There aren't 18 competitors. They're really pioneers in trying to be hyper-local, which has, quite frankly, gone away with the bigger stations and the newspapers and so forth.
Right.
So you're filling a void there that I think it's a real opportunity. And you know, going to school here and knowing local knowledge, you can't beat that, right? You're not an outsider, girl. Right?
No, this is my home.
This is it.
OPC is my home. So my mother lived in the house that we built in '88 in White Bluff. I moved to
goodness.
White Bluff when I was 1, or you know, she came home. She was born in Dixon County. So yeah, Middle Tennessee is home to me. But you ask people, the stories, and positivity. We do not have enough positivity.
Amen. Hallelujah. To quote Tyler Perry, hallelujah.
Well, and so where can we find this?
So you can find Mornings on Main Street. We have our mobile app. You can find it there, as well as I believe on YouTube, Roku, Amazon, Apple, and then of course online on our website.
More people are streaming to get their news content
Very true.
than over the air now. I mean, you talk about a
Yeah.
tipping point, and it's not going anywhere.
Nope.
This is the future, you know, and Main Street Media has jumped on that horse.
And I love that they have. Again, I love that they have kind of they're paving the way. I think for many others in other areas to be able to do that as well.
Wherever people's eyeballs are, that's where we want to be.
100%.
That's it. That's the bottom line. And positive stories about your neighbor. I mean, that's pretty much in a nutshell what you're going to have with anything Main Street Media. And we're so glad to have you as part of the family.
Thank you. I look forward to getting to know you guys a little bit better. Again, I watch your Taste of Nashville. I love your energy and just your presence. So I just very much appreciate you guys having me on.
She likes our energy.
I do.
I'm a jiggle again.
Oh my God. The coffee is officially kicked in.
This is my first time having bongo.
Bongo Java.
Girl.
This
It's a life changer.
incredible. And I went with the gonzo.
Yes, you did.
Delicious.
Lavender and pine in it. Can you taste the lavender and pine?
I can taste a little bit of the lavender. I can't taste the pine, but I do taste the lavender.
It smells great too.
Speaking of coming up, I have to say for this week in Clarksville, there is a coffee shop there, Sanctuary on Main, and one of the co-owners is actually a scientist, and so she kind of goes through a couple of the drinks, which I think you're going to enjoy when it does get posted.
Gonna love it, gonna love it. And you can find that anywhere that you, Main Street Clarksville has its own page on Facebook too.
We do.
So follow it, because once a week, and I watch it every week, and it's so good. And I run some of the stories on Main Street Today. I'm just going to say, and on Devon's Table. I just basically. Anytime you do
Do
stories,
you do any work? Do you just do
No,
other people's
I
work?
do
What
work.
you-
I go and clip out stuff
Okay.
out of her show and rerun it. That's what I do because she's so good.
I would copyright that if I were you. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, we're going to be right back and more of our energy to come here at the Omni.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240 to apply now.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
Well, that's a very merry Omni Christmas. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun. That went by quickly. A-list guests. I don't have to do anything with this. I just show up. You do all the work. All the people behind do all the work, and I just get to sit here and marvel at what you do and all your Rolodex. I mean, do you still have a Rolodex?
I still have a Rolodex. That's because it
well-worn
doesn't.
corners and
It
calling
doesn't
cards.
crash. Every year, I go through and make sure people are still alive and kicking. I mean, it's a horrible thing to say, but it's true. You kind of go through a Rolodex like that. I've had it since I first moved here, but I do have a box, and I think, I have Garth Brooks' first cell phone number. He's changed it like 100 times
That
since
big
then.
brick, right?
Yeah,
That went up
back
there.
when-
You had to do hands on it and all that.
Back when they cost like $8,000 to get a cell phone. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's like, it's like a car or a phone. You couldn't have both.
We are showing our age.
Well, we might be. Hey, what's Christmas like for you?
Now it's wonderful. I either go see my 91-year-old father who lives up north, or I go visit
and happy
relatives.
birthday. Let's say happy birthday.
Yeah,
to
91, still driving, kicking. He's doing great. So, it's a much more family-oriented thing. I've got some friends. We travel, and it's nice to be able to just sit and eat a lot and watch football and do all the things that I did when I was a kid. I missed about 25 years of, and believe me, not hard work. Okay, so we're not digging ditches here, but in broadcasting, your hours are a little different. So now I'm sitting back and enjoying. It's not retirement by any stretch, but what do you do? Cats are involved, I'm going to guess.
Well, cats and look, we're not going to get into the animal list because I can't ever go anywhere because there's a lot of animals. It's a rescue ranch.
Right.
But I will say that my family came in and we had Merry Thanksmas.
Merry Thanksmas, okay.
Because we kind of we all travel and we all have stuff to do, and so they came into Nashville, and you can see my little sister on Devon's Table, a Sunday show that we have here at Main Street. And she's part of it, and so coming up for the next few weeks, she joined Sylvia Gagne and me for Devon's Table, so you can see that.
Fantastic.
She brought homemade gumbo. We sat there in the home two suites and had homemade gumbo, and people always tell me, "Oh, we're going to invite you over for gumbo." Just don't.
It just
Just
the
don't.
bar's here, and
Because-
it's just not gonna.
See, my sister has a book called Cooking with Faith. Her gumbo is the most amazing gumbo. Paul Prudhomme taught her how to make gumbo. And you can't beat it. You cannot beat it with a stick. And she did it with, she goes, well, it's the smoked turkey. And I make my own broth, everything I do. And somebody told her, said, oh, you need to get some jarred roux, and it'll save you time. And she went, we don't do jarred roux.
Gave you the stinky eye.
She turned into one of the Golden Girls. Oh, we don't do that.
Don't do that. Of course we don't. Everybody on speaking terms when everybody left Nashville? Everything good?
You know what? Everything was great.
Okay,
My
good.
mom is 85 years young, and she's just cantankerous as she can be.
Good.
And I said she makes 85 look hot. She's got it going
My dad
on.
makes 91 look luscious.
See?
I don't know if luscious. Hot. Anyway.
Well, that's Christmas to us. Hey, happy Bongo Java to you guys. And it's a very Omni Christmas. If you've got something to do, look at the Omni schedule. If you want a good Christmas dinner, if you want to celebrate Christmas in a fun way, there's always something happening at the Omni Nashville. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, Devon. I really enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun the last few months, and let's keep it rolling. You got a lot more in your Rolodex. I know that, girl.
I do, and you've got more coffee.
I
So drink up.
Cheers.
Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Michelle McDuffie, Director of Catering here at the Omni Nashville. I would like to wish my family and friends in Southeast Louisiana a very Merry Christmas and a special shout out to my family at the Omni Nashville.
Greetings everyone, my name is Shayla from the front office team, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays and a Happy Kwanzaa from the Omni Nashville family.
Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm a sales coordinator here at the Omni. I would like to wish my family in Georgia a very Merry Christmas, as well as all of my Omni family.
Hey y'all, it's singer-songwriter Kayla Voss here at the Omni Hotel. I'd just like to wish a very Merry Christmas to my family and friends back home in Maine, and to all my family here at the Omni Hotel.